Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we hit double digits, Week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Minnesota Vikings. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out 2-25. To throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they get after them early.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
A good running there by Kamara on first down as he takes this ahead for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. And look at this defense for the Vikings. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. Down the right sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a great return here gets us all the way down to the 26-yard line. Following the interception, Cousins. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hawkinson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but now it's third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
DeMarco Jackson, the man to bring him down defensively. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Cousins now. He lets one go deep for Addison. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Carr's throw complete to Rager. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. On play action, now Carr. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here comes the Saints punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And it's fielded at the 34. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. A solid stiff arm. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back to Nwangu again on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Cousins to throw it. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down. Take the completion, keep moving.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. I got nothing after that try.
Yeah, don't even try.
I mean, he tried it from the parking lot. Carr now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 32 that time. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Looking for Thomas. He's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have got it back to within a score. Christopher Dunn on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Now Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 yards the gain for number 18. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. He lets one go deep for Addison. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Vikings sit 2-7 now in the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Throwing is Cousins. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Vikings. K.J. Osborne, 43 yards. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. Now Carr. And that is incomplete.
I'd give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
On play action, it's Carr. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to make it fourth down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down, Vikings. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the kind of
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Shotgun now for Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And they'll take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. On first down, they'll run to Nwangu. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback. They also
and the third interception thrown by Cousins. picked up by Pete Werner. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick six against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick six of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick six, the other comes back and matches it. These are two defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago and threw the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing, Cousins. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Cousins on 1st down. This one caught by Osborne, right side. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They'll throw again. Cousins. Touchdown! Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon as his guys are able to extend their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Harrison Smith, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. First down, here's Cousins. This is caught by Addison. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And it's caught. And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Kene Nwangu. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Joseph connects on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jalen Reagor, 61 yards. And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now done for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On second down, Cousins again. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Cousins now to throw on first down. That's down the field for Jefferson. And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Again, it's Cousins. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big 30-yard play on third. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On play action, Cousins. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
A second down throw for Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. From the red zone now, Cousins. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Eluding the pressure right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. So we hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
On second down, here's Nwangu. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. And his throw is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. That'll bring up second down. In motion right is Addison. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Handoff right side to Nwangu. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line. Up the middle, Nwangu. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll go right back to Nwangu. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps. And
they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. 4th down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph for Minnesota. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will extend their lead even further. And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get. Keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. On first down, Carr. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in by Hawkinson here. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he'll go down at the 28. And quickly, they get to the line. They go play action. Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd down, Cousins. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Handoff here to Nwangu. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. To throw, Cousins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Here's a quick throw right side. There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings have opened the lead up to 30. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Bring it home, boys. We got this.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to kick it away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. On the give is Nwangu. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 57 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Another run now for Nwangu. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 6. That is caught. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. On the run is Nwangu. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Play action now. Cousins. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line. They got 29 yards that time. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a give running right, Nwangu. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Cousins. There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Vikings look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Now it's Nwangu. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Credit Brian Brzee in there to greet him and drop him for a loss. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Play fake. Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Elitez Taylor. And the Saints are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10. Right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Down to the 42, second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And some room to maneuver. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Nwangu. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. They'll run with Nwangu. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Here's Nwangu. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.